course, let's bring in our Turkey analyst, Yusuf Erim. Good to have you back on set. Yusuf, we're seeing the dialogue coming from the United States shift a little bit. First of all, they want two assurances. One, the complete defeat of Daesh before they pull out from Syria. But more importantly, from Turkey, they want assurances from their NATO ally that none of the Kurds, including the YPG militants, be harmed until they retreat. How is Turkey going to react to this?
Now, when Trump first talked about the U.S. withdrawal from Syria, this came with no conditions attached to it. The only condition was Turkey was to take over the responsibility of fighting Daesh, and there was a good agreement between the U.S. and Turkey and Trump and Erdogan. But then we started seeing completely shifting comments, these leaks coming out of the Pentagon and other U.S. officials. And now we finally see Bolton talking about protection of the Kurds and Kurdish fighters. Now, protection of the Kurds, that's something Turkey can get behind. That's something Turkey's ready to do. But protection of the Kurdish fighters, the YPG, the Syrian offshoot of the PKK, listed terrorist organization, Turkey doesn't protect terrorists. Turkey fights terrorists. So that's a no-go, non-starter right there. And for Bolton to make these announcements just before he comes to Turkey, undermining a U.S.-Turkey partnership in Syria, it draws serious question marks. Are they trying to up their hand before the meetings? We're going to have to see.
Are we back to square one now?
Definitely back to square one. And square one is, before the U.S. made the announcement to withdraw, Turkey was ready to launch an operation into Manbij and east of the Euphrates. Turkey wanted to wait after the announcement because they wanted less complications of U.S. presence in the area. But Turkey never asked for America to leave from Syria. That was a decision that America made by itself. Turkey was very happy with American presence in the region. They just want the YPG off their borders.
All right, let's talk about this U.S. decision as well as the shifting narrative. On December 19th, President Donald Trump comes out unexpectedly saying that the mission in Syria had been accomplished and that they would be immediately withdrawing their 2,000 troops from Syria. Then you had certain administration officials, first and foremost Secretary of State Mike Pompeo, saying that this timeline would be slowed down a little bit. Now we're seeing administration officials, mainly John Bolton, come out with conditions of their withdrawal. What's behind this shifting narrative?
Now, I can understand asking for more time because it looked like it was a sudden decision. It caught Turkey off guard. It caught the White House off guard. It caught everyone except for Trump off guard. And it looked like it was a decision made by himself. And obviously, a big decision like this needs to be highly coordinated. But continuing to add conditions after you've reached an agreement with your NATO ally, that's not the way diplomacy works. You put these conditions forth in the beginning before you reach an agreement. And it looks like I said before, there's people undermining this U.S.-Turkey relationship. Now, we have to remember, everyone in the White House, everyone in the Pentagon, in national security, in the State Department, they don't see eye to eye. You have factions in there, just like you have factions in any political party or in any government. And frankly, there's a faction inside Central Command right now that is very anti-Turkey. They still have a grudge against Turkey because of the March 1st, 2003 Deployment Act getting shot down in Turkish parliament. And right now, those younger officers are now generals in the Pentagon. They have a lot more say-so. And there's a high likelihood that these are the people leaking these highly confidential talks between two world leaders to the press, trying to undermine these talks.
Okay, we're going to see how, first and foremost, Turkey's President Recep Tayyip Erdogan reacts to these comments coming out from Trump's national security advisor. Yusuf Erim, thank you very much for that analysis.